You are now listening to episode 18 of a self help podcast where we focus on lifting each other up and counting our blessings at the same time. We are your hosts. Hey, I'm Mia.
I'm Kiosha, and
And
this
this is
crazy,
Crazy Beautiful
beautiful
Talk.
talks.
There's a little jingle there. Okay, so first, I want to apologize for the long break. Okay. We all have
Yes.
personal lives. We all got things that we have to get done, but we are creating a self help calendar book for you. Okay.
I'm so excited. It's
So that's why we
dropped.
be having to take a break. We have to, get our creative minds together and design the perfect book for you. Okay. This book is going to help you stay on task and motivate you at the same time.
And
So
manifest the life that you deserve to live.
that's the
That's
best
the
part of
most
it. That's
important.
the most important part of the book.
Yes.
Okay, so shout out to Cray Clan.
Woo!
This week we are talking about friendship. I'm a little eager to talk about this because I have not had the best results when it comes to friendship. Like, I've been taught a long time that friendship is a seasonal thing. People come in to teach you things. They're not there for a long time, they're there for a good time.
Mm. Huh.
So, yes, I want to tell you guys the definition of a true friendship. It's someone who has your back no matter what. They watch out for you, ensure that there is no danger. They will never purposely lead you into any decisions that are not good for you. Like they take it to the heart. They make it like they're making the decision for themselves. A true friendship will always have your best interest at heart. Kyosha, what does friendship mean to you?
I guess what the definition is saying, someone who has your back, someone who doesn't turn on you. I literally recently lost a 20-year friendship
Mm.
with someone I thought was my friend, but it turned out to be a lot different than that. What about yourself? What do you think? What does a
Yeah,
friendship mean?
a friendship is like that no matter what, even if we're going through issues. Like I've lost friendships not because of the issue at hand, but how you handled yourself after we got into a disagreement. That's where I've lost friendships because people fight, it's human nature. We're going to have disagreements. We don't always agree on things. But do you still carry on that friendship after we're not at the same place and we ultimately don't like each other? That's what I define as a friendship. Like you have my back no matter what.
You're
Not no,
so
oh,
right.
you pissed me off. So now I'm about to go, do something out of spite and hurt you. Now it's like, okay, you were
Yes,
never really my friend. You were waiting for us to have a disagreement or something for you to do something spiteful. So
exactly. So with that being said, let me drop a quote on y'all. Friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not just something you are taught in school, but if you have not learned the meaning of friendship, you really have not learned anything. And that was by Muhammad Ali. What do you think, Mia?
it is. It's like everybody has their own meaning of friendship, and it's not really something you can define. Friendship is like action. It's not like just because I tell you I'm your friend every day doesn't really mean you have friendship actions. Are you acting like my friend? When you go and talk behind my back, or you let
Yes.
other people talk about me behind my back, are you being my friend at that moment? Like, that's not something you could be taught. That's like something that just happens to experience. You have to experience a good friend and you have to experience a bad friend. Like,
You're right.
you can't just have, if you think you have a good friend, you have to really experience something else because it can really go over your head. And while you're in the moment, you could be thinking like, that's my best friend, blah, blah, blah. But oh, you start to see everything once it's over.
You're
Like,
so right. And with this quote, it is the hardest thing in the world to explain because I have people that I've been friends with for years, and then I literally have people or a person that I met in the last couple of years, and she is one of my best friends because she knows how to talk like and be an actual friend, and that's it. It's not something that it we're taught in school, like it says. It's something that it happens, and you know when someone's a true freaking friend to you. You honestly, you know.
It's I thought I knew. Hopefully we'll get it out, but I thought I knew what a real friend, but I've had people do a lot of weird things to me, and my definition of a friend is like very, I don't know how to say it, like strict. Like, you got to be my friend. Like, you got to have my back. If you don't have my
Yeah.
back, I do not consider you a friend at all. So at this moment, I have no friends. I have sisters and I have cousins, but
And that's all that matters.
I have no friends. But that's okay because I have me. Okay, there are 5 stages of friendship development, which are stranger, acquaintance, casual friend, close friend, and then intimate friend. So we're gonna break those down for y'all. So you're not out there calling somebody that's not really your friend. That's just somebody you associate with. That don't technically mean that person is your friend. And if you know the definition, you'll know how to move better and how to let
Yes,
people treat you.
you're absolutely right. So, strangers. I guess as somebody, obviously, you're just meeting. You don't know nothing about them, but maybe you're having a conversation at a party, or maybe you're out at a restaurant or something, and you talk a little bit, but it's someone that you honestly you don't know, and but they're cool with you at that moment.
Right.
So it's that bottom level of the friendship pyramid. You know what I'm saying? Not stranger, but you're able to communicate and have active communication with them at that time.
Exactly. That's like Facebook, you know, them groups like, oh, women, you're single, you have other women that don't have no friends either, and you join a group, and it's like, oh, girl, I'm going to this club. Oh, you going to that club too? I'm gonna meet you there. You get there, y'all have a good time. But at that
Yes.
point, that girl is a stranger. Okay. She is
Yes.
not your friend. You do not know her. She
Right.
is a stranger, even though y'all Facebook friends. That girl is a stranger. So I would classify that as, we talk about friends. That you would consider her a friend after that night. I wouldn't consider, she's still not a friend after that night. But if you was to tell a story, you'd be like, yeah, I went with my friend. But she's not your friend. She's a stranger who you had fun with.
Yes. Right.
Right. Okay. So next level, acquaintance. Right?
Mm.
Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Acquaintance. Okay. Now this goes maybe 2 more times y'all hang out. We talk about this same girl. Okay. I'm just gonna use
Oh,
this
okay.
girl as a metaphor. Okay. This
Okay.
same girl, I'm gonna call her Ashley.
Mm.
Now, Ashley, you've went out to maybe brunch with her. So that's the second time y'all hung out. And then maybe
Okay.
like 5 months later, not close, but like 5 months later, you end up seeing her again at another function. Now she's your acquaintance. Acquaintance. I can't even.
Acquaintance.
Acquaintance. Now she's your acquaintance. Casual contact. You done seen her more than once, casually, y'all done bump shoulders. You know her name because usually the first night you don't know nobody's name. But now you really remember her name. You have her number. Okay, like boom.
Exactly.
What do you think acquaintance? Is that pretty much it?
So I would call acquaintance like the people, your coworkers. You
Mm,
know, you see them every day. They're not a stranger, obviously, because you know their name, you work with them, but they're not a friend. They're just someone that bump elbows with, someone that you have a casual conversation with if you happen to go out to lunch. Or what do you think a casual friend is?
Oh, okay, casual friend. I would say a casual friend is like maybe like a friend of a friend. Like you always see the person, but you guys don't directly hang out with each other like one on one. But when you're out, every time the group gets together,
You're
y'all,
cool.
you're cool. Like y'all talk, you know, whatever. Y'all might dance on the dance floor together, but outside of that, you don't have each other. I mean, you might have her number, but you don't text her, you know, like just like a casual friend. Like when we go out, I always see you, but we don't ever do no one-on-ones.
Yes.
What's
So on the definition of it, it
okay?
says someone with common interests and activities. You meet more frequently than an acquaintance, but you're not seriously, like, you're not emotionally invested in this person.
Right.
Like you said, it's just someone that you see around. Maybe, you guys go to different parties. You guys are in the same circle, but you guys are not of the same circle, if that
You're
makes sense.
not direct friends. Like
Yes,
I get that.
definitely. Then we go to close friends.
Ooh, what does the definition say for close friends?
Definition of a close friend is you share similar values,
Mm,
ideals, worldviews. You have mutual interests, life goals. Maybe work together to achieve those goals. It says most people never get this far.
wow. Close friends. So that's not like the highest level because there's still one more level.
Oh, yeah, there's
Maybe it's
intimate
just
friends.
maybe a close friend is like not too much invested in your life, but they want to see you do good. So,
Hmm,
maybe you have classes together and maybe you work out together, like, and you tell them your problems and stuff like that. But I don't know, close friend
right?
share similar values and ideas.
Because even looking at the next level of intimate friends, right? It says committed to the development of each other's characters, mutual responsibility of honesty, connected soul to soul.
I think intimate friend is like that's your sister. Like
Yeah,
we're like this. Ain't nothing gonna tear us apart.
exactly. So like
So
I have a couple of close friends. Like Michelle's my close friend. She's also my cousin,
right.
you know. Um,
We're not
but
talking
yeah, that
about cousins. We're not talking about family. We talking
that's
about friends. We
oh,
gonna talk about we
I
gonna
don't
talk
have no
about
close
family
friends,
later,
then.
but we talking about friends.
Then I don't have no close friends.
I don't have any intimate friends, but I
Wait,
did at a point in my life, I did have these. I thought I did. I
thought.
guess I guess they could still be your intimate friend at that moment, for that season, for that moment. I've had uh, intimate friends in high school, and then my last intimate friend, I would say, was
Mariah.
yeah,
Mm, yeah, I think Candy's on the close friend level. Definitely.
close friends.
Yeah.
I have close friends. My friend Hazel, she's my close friend.
Okay.
We don't talk as much, but when we do talk, like, she's going through some things, I go through some things. So we just try to handle each other's lives, give each other encouragement in between. We'll check in on each other and then we'll go about it. That we don't, it's not demanding. She doesn't
Yes.
demand my time and, things like that. We live our lives, but we check in, we talk crap, gossip, like, oh, look who I just saw on Instagram, things like that. And then we go about our lives. So I guess I do have a close friend.
And you know what? And it's good because friends, period, you shouldn't have to talk to your friend constantly to know that that's your friend. You know what I'm saying? If you're really good friends, you cannot talk for weeks. And when you come back, It's like you guys never separated.
Exactly.
That's a true, close, almost intimate friend.
Yeah, she's my close friend. I don't know, intimate. I'm not really sure of that intimate level.
Yeah, no,
Because I just sound too personal.
right?
Intimate.
So, according to psychcentral.com, there are four types of friends: must friends, trust friends, rest friends, and just friends. Ancient philosophers and contemporary scientists agree that one of the keys to happiness is strong relationships with other people. We need to have intimate, enduring bonds. We need to be able to confide. We need to feel that we belong. We need to be able to get support, and just as important for happiness, to give support. We need many kinds of relationships. For one thing, we need friends. Now, the term friend is a little loose. People mock the friending on social media and say, gosh, no one could have 300 friends. Well, there's all kinds of friends. Those kinds of friends and work friends, childhood friends, honestly, dear friends, neighborhood friends, people that walk their dogs the same time friends. Like there's so many different friends. And to have a happy life, you need those different friends in your life.
Exactly. You need positivity and feeling like you belong coming from all angles. Like, you need your space, you need whatever. We are going to focus on the main friends. Okay. Those little must and trust and rust friends. Those are the main friends. So we're going to focus on those friends, not the dog, the walk the dog friend. In Jeffrey Griff's book, Buddy System Understanding Male Friendships, he identifies four categories of friendship. Okay, this is male friendships, but we can apply this to women too. Okay. Must friends, a best friend, a member of your inner circle, a person you count on when something big happens in your life. That's kind of like your mama.
Right? But you know who those friends are. Like you honestly know if something big happened in your life, D'Angelo would be there.
Oh, yes.
I mean, those are that must friend. They're not, he's hundreds of miles away from you, but he's gonna be there. So
Yeah.
those are your must friends.
I would probably say he would probably be my intimate friend then.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, like we go, things may happen. You go away, you do your life, but he's always there for me. And he will show up just like I would show up for him. So yeah, that's okay. Who's your must friend?
So we can't use family.
No, you can't use friend family.
So I would
Or
say
your
my
last must friend. Is this present? Everything is present, right? We're talking
yeah,
present.
yeah, let's talk present.
Okay.
My must friend right now is Candy, because honestly, she had my back, like on everything. Like anything and everything I need, she's there. Like, so that's my must friend.
That was so cool. Okay. Next one is trust friend. A friend who shows integrity, someone you feel comfortable with, that you're always glad to see, but not in your innermost circle. Perhaps someone you'd like to be closer with if you had more time and opportunity.
Hmm.
Ooh, okay. Trust friend.
So I do have a trust friend. I actually have a trust coworker.
Mm.
And we go to lunch together at work and stuff, but we never do anything outside of work. I wish our lives weren't so busy so we could get closer together. That's definitely my trust.
I have a trust friend. Her name is Shay, and we've been friends for a long, long, long time. But she lives all the way in the IE, and I wish that we text a lot, at least once a week, and we just say how much we want to hang out. But the time just does not present itself, and so and I wish she lived closer, and so I have a trust friend. I want us to be closer, but we just don't have the time to get together. So,
Hmm.
next level, rust friend, a person you've known as a long time. You're probably not going to get any closer to that person unless something changes, but they're a big part of your life.
Hmm. So I have a lot. I have a lot of these only because it's like friends from my childhood, or you know, when I first moved back to California, like the Sarah and Natalie, like
Mm,
I've known them forever, but we're just in different parts, different stages of our lives, and we live so far apart. So they'll always be a part of my life. We're just not as close as we were. If that makes sense.
yeah, I have a lot of girls from high school. They're like, yeah, I get that. I get that. That really pertains to you. I would want to recommend my best friend as Jennifer as well, even though we're not friends. She's still a big part of my life, and we've known each other hella long. We're not going to get closer. It's pretty done. Like, I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, if I was to push to see my goddaughter more, I'm pretty sure that things could later on down the line get a little
Yeah.
clearer, but it is what it is. Rusty.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
Rusty.
rusty. Okay, that brings us to the final group. Just friends. A person you see at a weekly poker game, at your child's school, or enjoyable company picnic, but you have no desire to socialize outside a specific event or y'all don't want to hang out. Like, I don't know, just friends. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Just
I guess
friends.
it's like acquaintances. It's like someone you see around
Oh,
that's
in the
a part
same
of your
group.
circle. Yeah. You guys roll in the same circles or whatever, and you when you see them, you're cool, but you have no interest in pursuing something further with that person. So I guess that's just friends.
I like
Hmm.
that. Like, I can hang out with you, girl, but
But yeah, not one on one.
you can't come to my house.
Nah, nah, you can't know where I live. So friendships just aren't the same after school. Let's face it, post high school and college, most of us are far too busy working full time, caring for homes, spending time with our families, our children's, grocery shopping, exercising, completing chores. Like we're running businesses, you're in school, like it's hard. It's becoming less and less of a priority as we focus more on our careers, families, and our own lives. Now that we establish what types of friends are important, let's talk about how to make sure you keep friendships thriving and growing like you. As well as we all know, when you are leveling up in life, you tend to lose friends. Why can't we take our friends with us? Well, we found 6 ways to keep friendships strong. Hmm. Number one,
Okay, wait, before you get into this, I just
yes.
I gotta say, this is so true. And
Yeah.
I don't really understand why you lose friends. Maybe it's you. Maybe you don't keep that strong connection. Or it could really possibly be people don't like to see people elevate. Or, you got to weed out. You have to find out. That's why we gave you definition of friends. So when you see people start dropping off, categorize them and make a priority list. If they're down there with acquaintances or just friends, let them go. But
Yeah.
if they're up on the list, intimate friend or whatever that what have you, then you might want to fight for those relationships. But people who are, down there, let them go because they were just there for the season. Okay, go ahead.
So, number one, schedule routine hangouts. Get into the habit of seeing your friends on a weekly or monthly basis. While scheduling hangouts may not be as organic as, being spontaneous, having that time already marked on your calendar is going to likely motivate you to follow through. It's too common to ask a friend to hang out the day of, only to discover they already have plans. Having time together, scheduled on a regular basis, is bound to keep you in touch with your friends. This is making your connection stronger.
I totally agree with that because I mean, I would give it even like just at least 5 days. Like, what you doing on a Monday? What you doing this weekend? Let's
Mm-hmm.
do this. A lot of people, as you get older, you plan out your weeks. Okay. You you
I
know
found out my month, girl. My whole month's planned out. Okay.
that's why we got our planners. You need to grab one. As you get older, you realize how you won't miss out on things. If you plan your day, your anxiety levels are down because you already know what you have to do that day and you're not stressed and have all these things in the back of your head like, I got to do this, that. Well, if you plan it out, you're fine.
Yes.
So I totally get that. Anxiety levels down and you don't have to feel disappointed or feel like someone's don't want to hang out with you. If you call them the day of and they're like, oh no, I can't go, I got plans. You think like, oh, do they really have plans? Or are they just saying that?
You're
So
right.
it gives other people a chance to have all their ducks in a row too.
Yeah. So speaking of planning things out, me and my close friend Candy, our family, we have like a family dinner planned weekly. And we make
Oh,
sure like our kids get together and stuff like that so that we can, you know what I'm saying, we can keep our bond. Before we used to live kind of far from each other. Now we literally live 5 minutes from each other. And she
5 minutes
jokes and
from each other?
5 minutes.
What?
And she jokes and she's like, oh my gosh, now that you live closer, I don't see you as much. And I'm just like, because we're busy, girl. But I see her every week. My daughter goes to her house every morning for school. So like it's just something that we're planning. And then my other friends, like I make sure I plan, accordingly. Because
Right.
you just have to in order to keep friendships.
And you have to, yeah, give them time. I plan
Yes.
ahead of time.
You sure do.
I don't like to be stressed out. I hate being stressed out. I get mean when I'm stressed.
Yes.
Okay, number two, talk goes more than gossip.
Hmm.
Yes, this just off the headline, we had to start doing that. We used to talk about all the bad things that was going on in our life. It was like, hold on, let's talk about some good things or let's make good things happen so we have good things to talk about. Like,
Exactly.
when you're with your friends, go light on talking gossip. Sure, gossiping might be fun, even healthy and purging and venting, but too much can become toxic. When you're with your friends, talk goals. Amen. Chat about your chat about your career, your financial aspirations, your relationship milestones, everything, school, what do you want to be in life, who you want to date, like all that. Talking goals keep your friendship positive and empowering. No doubt your friends will help inspire. No doubt your friends will help inspire you reach your goals, and you should do the same for them in return.
Yes, 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 yes. If you, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna be very straightforward. If you are around a person that literally every single time you talk to them, they want to gossip, that's not the person you want to be around. That
No.
will not let you elevate. That will not let you get to the next level. Like what it's saying, like chat about your career, your financial aspirations, empowering each other. Like I know women that are acquaintances, but we literally empower each other. We're
Mhm.
actually about to start a group called the Brunch. I forgot what it was called, Brunch something. Just a whole bunch of like minded women going to brunch once a month, just
Hey.
dressing up and going, oh, the brunch bunch. Just getting together once a month and going to brunch and just talking and just lifting each other up and just being each other's lives. Like you have to have that. so
You
that you
have
can have
to.
successful friendships.
You
Like that
have to.
is so important. Number three, be supportive, even when you disagree. It can prove very challenging to support your friends when you dislike their romantic partner or know they have much more career potential than they're actually reaching. But do your best. Being supportive, even when you disagree with your friend's decision, is all you can do. You cannot live your friends' lives for them, but you can support them in making good decisions. Ooh, this hits the spot.
Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I lost a friend because of this. I probably would probably still have this friend, but I just, when I get this notion that if people come to me with their problems, like I'm supposed to help them solve it. And if they don't take my advice, like it just boils my skin because I just feel like you coming to me with the same problems over and over again. I try to help you with solutions. You don't do my solutions. I can understand if you tried to do what I say, but you don't. And then you come to me again with it. It frustrates me. So I am guilty by saying I lost a friend to not being supportive, even though we disagree. And that's not a good feeling.
You're absolutely right. And you know, the one of the hardest things about friendships too, about any relationship, is that you have to accept them for who they are. So that's the one thing about just friends, period. You have to you have to accept who they are. If you regardless, I mean, as long as your, you know, morals and values are the same, you have to accept who they are. You know, that's just so important. You know, everyone's not gonna do everything that you want them to do, but they're your friend. You need to be supportive and just go on about your business. That's it.
Exactly. Stop taking on people's energy. I
Yeah.
have that problem. Stop taking on people's energy. Like, let them vent. Some people just want to vent. And you
Yeah.
have to just let them vent and be like, it's okay, girl. You gonna figure it out. And then be like, I'll talk to you later. But
Exactly.
you don't have to overly involve yourself and take on people's problems and think you have to solve stuff. So that's
Exactly.
something that I am learning. I've had to learn it with my sisters. I've had to learn it with some of my friends. And I have to really just think about me and mine and not make other people's problems my problems.
Mm.
Girl. Number 4, always follow through. Do your best to follow through when you've made plans with your friends. It can be all too easy to ditch plans if your boyfriend comes into town early or from work early, or, it's so easy to ditch people, but don't. If you've made a plan, don't be a flaker. Like, point blank, period. I don't even know what the rest of this thing says, but basically, don't be a flaker. Like, don't be that person that says they're going to come, doesn't come, or comes for 2 seconds, super late, but made plans somewhere else. Don't be that friend. If you're going to be a friend to somebody, be an actual friend, show up, have a good time. And if you cannot make plans, don't make plans. Make plans when you know
Yes.
you can follow through.
You're absolutely right. Like that's a hard thing. I'm very guilty of that. Actually canceled plans the other day on friends, but it wasn't because I canceled them to do something else with someone else. I just was over it. I didn't want to leave the house.
Right.
But I had literally made those plans way before, and I should have followed through. That is something that I don't like to be a flaky person. That
Me neither.
now that you read that, I don't like that.
Me neither. Do not be a flaky person. Always
Right?
follow through.
Yes. So number 5, be honest always. Even when it feels like the hardest thing you'll ever do, be honest with your friends. Being honest is critical in building trust with your friends. Speak up if you feel like your friend is betraying your trust, ignoring you, or offending you. Likewise, they should do the same if you're the perpetrator. Be honest about your feelings and needs out of the friendship. You have to, or you will not have a solid, good, healthy friendship.
I agree. I my thing is I'm honest, but I have a way of being too honest or not getting my words out properly or coming across in a way that I don't mean to come across. But either way, I agree with this. Be honest and find a dialogue that helps you and your friend so that you can tell her things. Like if her house is nasty and you go into her house, like you have to figure out a way to be like, girl, clean up, or let me help you. Sundays is cleaning day. Like, something. You have to have honesty in every aspect of friendship. You got to be able to tell your friend anything. So,
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
and that starts with you being honest too. Because if you're honest, they'll see, okay, she tells me things, I could tell her things too. I can be honest with her as well. So,
Yes, definitely.
last one, number 6, build each other up. Beyond giving support, build your friendships up. Compliment them, empower them, and boost their confidence. Being a good friend means speaking up for your friend and pushing them to their best selves, as they should do for you.
I like that.
I like that. Like build, when they say build each other up, like I think of when you are out and you're like telling people like, oh, this is my friend. Like, no, this is my amazing friend. Like I love her so much. Like she's always there for me. You just
Yeah,
want to make her feel like you appreciate her friendship. And in
definitely.
return, she will appreciate your friend, even though you might not say it directly to her, or that could be a little awkward or weird. Like I tell my friends I love them. Like some people might feel like that's a little weird. Like like I love you. I get off the phone like love you. Bye. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Other people feel like that's weird, but that's my way of showing affection. Like you have to find a way to boost it up and let them know that you appreciate them.
It's crazy going through this episode. I'm realizing that Candy is a really good friend.
Yeah.
Like, she's amazing. Like, she always builds me up. Like, we build each other up. But not only does she build me up, like, her husband builds me up. Her children,
Mm.
she has older children, like, she's a 21-year-old in college, and she builds me up. Like, they're just an all around freaking amazing family. Oh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
That's awesome. Okay, so question portion of the episode. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay. What has happened for you to consider someone your friend?
Mm. For me, what would make me consider somebody as my friend is someone who is there for me and wants to hang out with me. Or I don't know, like, I really don't know how to explain. Or someone I don't have a problem with being around.
One doesn't annoy the hell out of you?
That doesn't annoy the hell out of me. I can take my sarcasm.
Oh yeah, you have to have the same sense of humor.
Right.
Because I'm a sarcastic witch, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
go
You
back and
can't
forth with me.
take it you can't take it personally.
Personal, yes.
You speak to my children like there's some people that don't even really mess with people kids. Like you gotta at least know my son's name. Like I don't know. I would say back in the day, my friend is somebody who would get down with me, fight with me,
Oh
have
Lord.
my back. That's what I used to consider a friend. I'm not even gonna lie. That was really my definition of a friend. Someone, if I get into some stuff, you're gonna fight with me. Oh, if you fight with me, we're friends. Like, but I don't fight.
I hope
So
not. Not
I
anymore.
don't.
Fall for all that. I'll tase a bitch in a second.
Right. I'm
Woo!
too old. Like
Thanks, sis.
I don't fight. So at this point, that would not be a good definition of a friendship for me. So yeah, I don't know.
Hmm. So I
What do
would
you
say,
okay.
what has happened for me to consider someone a good friend is literally someone just that, you know, when I needed someone to talk to or confide in or vent to, they didn't judge me off of what I was talking about. They listened. If I asked for advice, they gave it. And if I didn't, they just listened. And that I definitely consider those people, well, that couple of people in my life, a friend.
I think that's why I don't have friends because I really had a miss. I don't know. I what I thought was friendship is not my definition of friendship right now, and I don't know what I consider a person as my friend. Like I have a neighbor, like I let her my son and her daughter are friends. So we're cool. We talk in the hallway, we have each other's number, like things like that. But we don't really have a desire to hang out with each other. It's like
It's
strictly
an acquaintance.
acquaintance. Yeah. So I don't have friends. So I really don't know what my definition, what I consider a friend just yet. I haven't had adult
So,
friends yet.
okay, so with that, can you still be friends with someone you physically fought?
No,
No,
I've tried. I've tried,
no,
but you always have it in the back of your brain, like the fuck.
touched me.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
you violated me. Not only did you
yeah.
touch me,
You came
you
my personal
violate.
space.
Yeah, you violated me.
Yeah.
You tried to
Mm-mm.
hurt me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, I've tried. I've tried to be friends with someone who physically attacked me,
Yeah, I'm not about that.
and it's resentment and it's fake. I'm going to say it's fake on my end too. I was fake. I was trying to gloss over and hold on to a friendship before, and it just festered and festered and festered until absolutely nothing broke up the friendship. Nothing broke
Yeah.
it up. It just it just is not. We realized no, it's
It
just
was toxic.
too much toxic and too much tension in this, and it's not going to work. So and we had our kids involved, and it was just like no. So to answer your question, you could try. I mean, you could do anything you want, but is it healthy? No,
Yeah.
not healthy.
I don't think I can ever be friends with someone I got into a physical fight with. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm an acquaintance with two females I got into a physical fight with only because when we got into those physical altercations, I was 19. It was over a man, and it was like, okay, we were dumb back then. Like what? But so we're still acquaintances. Like we'll reach out over Facebook, or if I see them when I go to California, not like we'll make plans to hang out, but if I see them, it's cool. There's
Right.
no hard feelings. So,
I agree.
mm-hmm. So how did you make friends?
How do you make friends?
How do you make friends?
You asking me?
Yes.
this at this moment, present time, how I make friends is through my networking. Like when I go to the beach and I'm selling my workout clothes, girls will come through and then they'll be like, oh, that's cute. Let me get your Instagram. And then we'll follow each other on Instagram. Then they'll inbox me or I'll inbox them. It's like, oh, what are you doing tonight? Or, do you party or do you do music videos or, things like that. And it's like, then, I mean, I don't have friends, but that is, that's how I associate with people. And I associate people with school when I'm in school because we do like Zoom classes and we do projects. So, we got each
Okay.
other's numbers and it's some cool people that I came across there. So that's how I do. How do you make friends?
Well, living my best life right now.
Girl,
So
you
I
got
go out.
friends coming all over you, huh?
So I go out a lot. Like I don't go out like clubbing and stuff, but I go out like to brunch or like right, like literally
By
Saturday.
yourself?
Sometimes,
Whoa. Well,
yeah,
you never used to be able to go out by
I
yourself.
know I did, but like I'm telling you, this last year of my life, I have made so many acquaintances and met so many. I just bring people into my life that bring me positivity and laughter. I just go out and meet people, and if they make me happy, I keep them in my life. If they don't, I never talk to them again. I'm totally honest.
That's good. You could go out. And it's crazy because people think like I would never go out by myself. But it's so many people, once you go out, they're out by themselves. And it's just like, oh, like, and then you hang out. Like, it's so many people that are out there by themselves and waiting to meet somebody. And as soon as you walk in, you can really be anybody you want. It's all about your positive vibes and how you walk in the
Yes.
room and how you greet people. Because I
Yes.
will be like, yes, girl, come over here, dance with us. Like, So it's really how you are and how you let people treat you too.
Yes.
So let's end this with a question for our viewers.
Okay.
Can you be happy single?
Hmm. And you can answer that question on our Facebook page at Crazy Beautiful Talks or our group page on Facebook, Crazy Beautiful Talks, a private group. So you have to request to be added.
Our next episode will be on living single or single living.
Yeah.
I hope you all will join us
With
with
another
another
episode
episode
of
of
Crazy
Crazy
Beautiful
Beautiful Talks.
Talks.
Woo-hoo. Bye.